Hello everyone, this is CA Pratisha Deshmukh. I hope you have watched and understood the earlier video on essay 200. Now we will go to the next essay in the same series, that is your essay 210. ठीक है, तो अभी हम समझेंगे the very next essay in your same series. What's the title? Agreeing the terms of audit engagement. If you have understood the earlier essay now, you should like, share, comment and subscribe. And for any queries, just leave the comment. I will reply you there. Okay, so this is the next essay. So before that we will understand some little bit of background. देखो यहाँ पे है auditor and this is the company of which you are supposed to do the audit. ठीक है, and यहाँ पे है company के management. तो यहाँ पे कैसे होता है, these people, this company and the management people, they approach the auditor. Then auditor do some quality check which comes in essay 220, whether to accept this engagement or not. If he is okay with it, then he issues the engagement letter, accepts the engagement and issues the engagement letter. So when he issues the engagement letter, this essay 210 comes into the picture. Here essay 220, this we will understand next, because as we are going as per the sequence and this is the next one, so we will understand it is after this 210. Okay, so engagement letter essay 210. And what we have done in our previous essay 200, we have understood the objective of audit. ठीक है, overall objective means where you want to the reach. So this is the end point. Now for reaching here, there are several steps involved. Okay, and the 210 is one of the steps. So we are like putting the next step towards this goal which is given by essay 200. ठीक है, so let's continue with our essay 210. So this is the title, agreeing the, okay, this is the same thing, agreeing the terms of audit engagement. Okay, one thing I want to mention about the notes, I have given the link in the description where I have uploaded the handwritten notes, so you can refer to that. Okay, let's understand first objective. This objective is with respect to essay 210. So what is the objective of this standard and what is the objective of issuing the engagement letter? First, the two objectives we are going to achieve by agreeing to the terms of audit engagement or by issuing the audit engagement. The first is, very first objective is to establish whether preconditions are present, whether preconditions आर प्रेजेंट. ओके, सो ऑडिटर के हिसाब से कुछ कंडीशंस है, प्री कंडीशन दैट मस्ट बी प्रेजेंट बिफोर स्टार्टिंग द ऑडिट. तो वो प्रेजेंट है क्या नहीं, दैट वी नीड टू चेक. what is this is very important word and this is the separate concept, okay, which we are going to understand this. And there comes the direct question also comes on this precondition part, and this is important for the final as well as the inter. ठीक है, at the final level also this essay is very important and this precondition part is also important. At final level also direct question comes on this part. So first we have understood objective of essay, establish whether preconditions are present. So auditor, you need to check whether preconditions are present. So that's why we issuing this engagement letter. Second thing is we also confirm that there is common understanding. There is common understanding between management and auditor, of course. Understanding between auditor and management. ओके, देखो यहाँ पे कैसे हो रहा है, उन्होंने हम लोगों को अपॉइंट किया ना, अप्रोच किया ना, तो दे हैव अपॉइंटेड अस. So we are going to work with them on certain things which are given in the engagement letter. We will be specifying na A, B, C, D. These are the things we want to do in audit. So what you interpret from the A, they should interpret the same thing. Okay, आपके लिए ये स्टैट्यूटरी ऑडिट है तो उनके हिसाब से भी ये स्टैट्यूटरी ऑडिट ही होना चाहिए. आपके हिसाब से आप सिर्फ इंडिपेंडेंट एग्जामिनेशन करने वाले हो, बुक कीपिंग में यू विल नॉट बी इन्वॉल्व इन मेकिंग एनी जजमेंट्स. तो उनके हिसाब से भी, उनके हिसाब से कोई और, उनके हिसाब से ऐसे नहीं होना चाहिए कि दैट येस ऑडिटर विल हेल्प अस विद सम एडजस्टमेंट एंड ऑल. नो. तो confirm that there is a common understanding. So both understand why audit is and we are conducting and what it is all about. तो ऐसे 210 agreeing the terms of audit engagement. तो objective is पहले आपको ये लेटर, एंगेजमेंट लेटर क्यों इशू होता है? बिकॉज एस्टैब्लिश whether preconditions are present, that auditor need to check. That's why he this essay comes into the picture. Accept the terms of audit engagement. Second is confirm that there is a common understanding between auditor and management. Okay, क्योंकि आप दोनों ने सेम ही इंटरप्रेट किया तो ये काम सही से जाएगा. अदरवाइज when you reach to the end they will give blame on auditor and auditor will blame on the management and nothing output will come out of it. So next very important concept, preconditions for an audit. You know what, this essay is actually all about this concept, preconditions for an audit. So what are the conditions that should be present in before starting the audit? Auditor need to check. So preconditions mein your standard is divided into two parts. First is A part and second is the B part. A part says auditor you not determine whether financial reporting framework used for, of course, preparation of financial statement is acceptable. So I'm using directly the short form FRF because I have already explained this concept in essay 200. So those who have not watched 200, I suggest them just go back and watch essay 200 to understand the few concepts which I have already explained. So whether financial reporting framework used in preparation of financial statement is acceptable. So whatever financial reporting framework क्या होता है that also I have explained. Okay, for little bit of your understanding, if it's a Indian company then your financial statement should be as per Companies Act Schedule 3. ठीक है, अगर आप इंड एस कंप्लाइंट है तो अकॉर्डिंगली वेदर यू हैव प्रिपेयर्ड फाइनेंशियल इन दैट फॉर्मेट और नॉट. ठीक है, prepared in a format of Ind AS, that you need to check. So whatever financial reporting framework you have used, whether that is acceptable or not, that auditor need to check. Okay, second precondition is agreement with management. Obtain the agreement with management on what? Three things. Management से आपको पहले ही आपको agreement लेना है. That management should understand that preparation of financial statement. Okay, agreement with management on responsibility. Management की क्या क्या responsibility है? On responsibility, preparation of financial statement as per applicable financial reporting framework. So this is the responsibility of management. पहले ही बोलना है, we are not going to prepare the financial statement, we are going to examine it. Second comes it into picture is internal control. Okay, so it is the responsibility of management to have an internal control in a place, internal control to keep your financial statement free from मटेरियल मिसस्टेटमेंट. मीन्स वहाँ पे कोई गलती नहीं होनी चाहिए. ओके, लिटिल बिट ऑफ हियर एंड देयर एरर्स आर एक्सेप्टेबल बट मटेरियल मिसस्टेटमेंट नहीं होनी चाहिए. So internal control to keep financial statement free from material misstatement is the responsibility of management. Preparation of financial statement is the responsibility of management. This concept also, material misstatement, I have explained while teaching you this essay 200. Okay, then comes into the picture is to provide auditor with one, access to all information. means whatever information management has used while preparing this financial statement. अपने financial statement preparation के time पे जो जो information use की उसमें क्या क्या आएगा, डॉक्यूमेंट्स आएंगे, अगर सेल्स इन्वॉइसेस, परचेस इन्वॉइसेस, यूर बैंक स्टेटमेंट्स, ऑल काइंड्स ऑफ डॉक्यूमेंट्स, रिकॉर्ड्स. Okay, so you should provide auditor with all those information which you have used for preparation of financial statement. Next come is provide them with the additional information. Whatever additional information auditor ask for management, you should provide them with that additional information. Additional information requested by auditor. Requested by auditor. And next is unrestricted access to the person in your entity. Unrestricted access to person in entity, to person in within the entity. Okay, so and I suggest you should do the writing practice of this preconditions. Very very important because it is your very first objective of this essay also. See, essay 200, what you are going to objective is to establish whether precondition present. तो ऑडिटर ने पहले ये देखना है कि प्रीकंडीशंस प्रेजेंट है कि नहीं है, एंड देर इज़ हम ऑडिटर एंड मैनेजमेंट के बीच में कॉमन अंडरस्टैंडिंग होनी चाहिए. तो प्री कंडीशंस दो, वेरी फर्स्ट इज ऑडिटर यू नीड टू चेक whether the FRF used for preparation is acceptable. मतलब इंडियन कंपनी है तो they have followed Indian gap, US कंपनी है तो US gap. तो that FRF you have followed which is followed for preparation of financial statement is acceptable. इंडियन कंपनी है तो फाइनेंशियल ईयर अप्रैल टू मार्च के हिसाब से उन्होंने आपको फाइनेंशियल्स देने चाहिए. They should not give you the some other period like Jan to December or something like that if it's a Indian company. Okay, तो उन्होंने जो FRF यूज़ किया है दैट इज़ एक्सेप्टेबल. एंड देन ऑडिटर यू शुड obtain this agreement from the management about responsibility of management with respect to preparation of financial statement as per FRF. Okay, present है. Management you should have a internal control to keep financial free from material misstatement है. Okay, और एग्रीमेंट उनसे ये एक होना चाहिए आपका कि यू विल प्रोवाइड अस विथ access to all information that you used for preparation of financial statement, additional information that we will require during the audit, and you will provide us with the unrestricted access. You know what happens generally, why this given in your standard unrestricted access, because most of the companies na this company people, they don't involve too many people in the audit. So what they do is one person from the finance, he usually contacts with the auditors and he only provides you all the information. But what happens is if he is some person in the management authority like management where he can override the control, so then the records he provide will be, what we can say, misstated, inflated or altered. The most important, okay, altered हो सकते जो records दे रहे. So that's why we usually try to meet the people, the exact person who is responsible. Like for example, if you want to check the payroll, then not the finance person should give me the details. I should coordinate with the HR. Whatever questions I want to ask, I will ask this HR. So management should not restrict me from meeting the HR and asking the questions. Okay, so that's why this unrestricted access wala point comes. So these are your preconditions, understand it. Okay, and this essay is very small. If you have seen this essay 210, we have just seen the objective. ऑब्जेक्टिव में दो चीज़ें बोली है, प्री कंडीशंस होनी चाहिए एंड कॉमन अंडरस्टैंडिंग होनी चाहिए. प्री कंडीशंस में बोला है कि FRF जो यूज़ किया दैट शुड बी एक्सेप्टेबल एंड मैनेजमेंट के साथ यू शुड हैव अ एग्रीमेंट अबाउट दिस थ्री थिंग्स, दैट दिस थ्री थिंग्स आर द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ मैनेजमेंट. ओके, एंड आफ्टर दैट द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज कम the factors which will affect your agreement or the engagement. Factors affecting engagement. तो below mentioned are the three factors जिसका आपके engagement पे इफेक्ट आएगा. तो इफेक्ट क्या आ सकता है? If you can accept the engagement, or if you have already accept, then you can withdraw from the engagement. Okay, and second call you will take is don't accept. So this will be your impact, this will be effect. So this effect will come out of the different situations. So for this purpose we will, okay, this is not point, this is just the actions you will be taking. This 3 points. First, limitation on scope. Okay, limitation on scope there should not be. If management impose limitation, पहले ऑडिटर को ऑडिट स्टार्ट करने से पहले मैनेजमेंट में मैनेजमेंट इम्पोजेस लिमिटेशन एंड ऑडिटर को लगता है बिकॉज ऑफ दिस लिमिटेशन it will result in disclaimer of opinion. Okay, about this disclaimer of opinion, it is one of the type of opinion given by auditor. This is comes under SA 705. In SA 200 also the reference to SA 700 came. I haven't completed this SA 700 yet, or 700 series itself entire is pending. This is just the second SA we are on. This is the end thing, because it's a opinion ना, so it's at the end almost. तो disclaimer of opinion, disclaimer मतलब कोई document नहीं मिला. That's what the opinion auditor gives, that we are unable to give the opinion because we have not received the evidence. So audit limitation, management has imposed some limitation, and in the auditor's opinion this limitation will result in disclaimer of opinion. So what he will do is whether he will accept, he will not accept, don't accept, and if you have already accepted then withdraw. Because आपको पहले से ही पता है disclaimer आने वाला है, then you will not accept the engagement itself, or you will not continue with that engagement. Okay, if management imposes limitation, if limitation will result in disclaimer, then withdraw, or if you have not accepted, don't accept. Second, most important thing, and that is preconditions not present. Or precondition not present means it covers entire thing, means either this FRF is unacceptable, or if management ने इसमें से कोई एक भी condition अगर if they don't accept ना, prepare वो बोलेंगे financials we are not going to prepare, of internal control नहीं है, whether it should be there but it is not there. IFC अगर applicable है तो internal financial control. और ऑडिटर को if they restrict auditor from contacting people, if they do not provide additional information, if they do not give you access to the basic information also, if this is not present, then you should discuss with them before only. If they agree then okay, if they don't agree, don't accept, don't agree, don't accept. वेरी सिंपल, ठीक है. बिकॉज ये तो हमने समझ लिया कि अभी तक आपको समझ में आ गई. दिस इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग अबाउट द ऑडिटिंग. दिस इज़ ऑल अबाउट द ऑडिटिंग ना, हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू प्रोसीड. दिस इज़ द वेरी फर्स्ट स्टेप ऑफ ऑडिटिंग. ऐसे 200 जो भी आपका फर्स्ट ऐसे है, तो भी ऑडिट चालू करने के लिए आपका ऐसे 210 इज़ द वेरी फर्स्ट स्टेप, एंड इन दैट दिस वन इज़ द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट प्री कंडीशन. अगर वही प्रेजेंट नहीं है तो यू विल नॉट एक्सेप्ट द एंगेजमेंट इट सेल्फ. एंड द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट कम्स इट, आई विल कवर इट below. Okay, I will write it down here. If there is a change in terms of engagement, for this terms of engagement I am going to use this terminology, this shortcut terms of okay, this looks like a F now. terms of engagement, ठीक है. तो this I am covering here. What is it about? Change in terms of engagement. If you are not able to write it down with me itself now, if it's going to be too fast, if I am rotating the screen now, don't worry, I have already given the link in the description box, so you just need to download it and you can make a modifications in that notes itself, ठीक है. Now there is a change in the engagement. तो change in the engagement में what can happen? देखो, अब एंगेजमेंट लेटर जो आपने पहले ऑडिटर ने दिया था, लाइक इन दैट दिस इज़ द योर एंगेजमेंट लेटर, एंड इन दिस एंगेजमेंट लेटर ABC thing was mentioned. Now management wants to do it only A and B, or management want to do it ABCD. सो देयर इज गोइंग टू बी द चेंज इन द टर्म्स ऑफ एंगेजमेंट. पहले आपने ये 3 चीज़ें करनी थी, आप अब आपने ये 4 चीज़ें करनी, या फिर आपने सिर्फ 2 ही चीज़ें करनी, वॉट एवर. अल्टरेशन इन द एंगेजमेंट. ओके, तो टर्म्स जो थी आपकी एंगेजमेंट की उसमें चेंज है. बोथ द ऑडिटर एंड मैनेजमेंट, they both agree to this. They both agree. Okay, continue, but issue the new engagement letter. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि पहले जो ABC वाला एंगेजमेंट लेटर था यही रहेगा एंड डी आपको ओरली अपने उनसे what you both have agreed on this D thing. No, issue the new engagement. और दोनों ने एग्री किया, ठीक है. चेंज यूजुअली हु सजेस्ट, मैनेजमेंट ने आपके एंगेजमेंट में चेंज किया. एंड इफ ऑडिटर इज अनेबल टू एग्री, ऑडिटर के हिसाब से दिस चेंज इज नॉट ओके, दिस विल रिजल्ट इन मॉडिफिकेशन और दिस इज पुटिंग लिमिटेशन ऑन स्कोप. इफ दिस थिंग happens, if auditor is unable to agree and he is not permitted by management to continue with the original terms. ओके, ऑडिटर को तो जो ओरिजिनली ABC डिसाइडेड था ना उसके हिसाब से ही काम करना है, बट मैनेजमेंट सेज नो, यू हैव टू डू द ABCD. विड्रॉ. Here withdraw comma because what you have wordings पे ध्यान दो. Auditor is unable to agree, not permitted by management to continue with the original. So that means you have already accepted the engagement. Then you should withdraw. तो withdrawal होता है ये auditor का. This is resignation of auditor. आपके Companies Act में भी ये covered है resignation वाला part. तो this resignation ना तो auditor के कुछ obligations है. ऑब्लिगेशन टू रिपोर्ट, मतलब MCA को रिपोर्ट करना होता है आपको मतलब ऑडिटर को, प्लस मैनेजमेंट, शेयर होल्डर्स, स्टेक होल्डर्स. सो मेनी obligations are there which auditor, if he resigns na, he has to follow. So that thing auditor need to determine. This is not actually most important, but yeah, if you mention this point na, obviously it will improve the quality of your answer. And if you put that ADT form number also which auditor gives or files with the ROC, then also your answer will improve. Okay, then next, auditor shall not accept the change. Auditor shall not accept the change. If ऑडिटर शैल नॉट एक्सेप्ट द चेंज, कब नहीं होना चाहिए चेंज? और मैनेजमेंट ने बोला पहले ABC डिसाइडेड था, नाउ मैनेजमेंट सेइंग यू विल डू द ABCD एंड ऑडिटर विल नॉट जस्ट देयर एंड देयर एग्री. he will not accept this change if there is no reasonable justification for the change. We are not their employees, so we are not going to do everything they are asking. Okay, so if there is no reasonable justification and if this change which is requested prior to the completion, change requested prior to completion will give what we can say, this will, if it result in low level of assurance. Already you are giving the reasonable assurance. Okay, those we have not watched they say 200, I suggest them just go and watch it again now, because there I have this concept I have explained very well, and I have spent lots of time on this word reasonable. So already you are going to give the reasonable assurance in place of the absolute assurance, and that reasonable also will go to the low level of assurance. Then you should not accept to this change. Okay, so auditor and management both agree, then new engagement letter issue करो and continue करो. Auditor is unable to agree and management permit भी नहीं कर रहा है to continue with this old one, don't accept the engagement or withdraw from the engagement. And auditor shall not accept the change if no reasonable justification for making the change and change is going to result in low level of assurance. ठीक है, अब ये न्यू एंगेजमेंट लेटर की जो कंसेप्ट है, तो कब कब ऑडिटर ने न्यू एंगेजमेंट लेटर देना चाहिए, तो दिस इज ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द कंसेप्ट, इश्योरेंस ऑफ न्यू एंगेजमेंट लेटर. ये हमेशा एंगेजमेंट लेटर इशू नहीं होता. इफ इट्स अ न्यू एंगेजमेंट, न्यू ऑडिट, देन यस ऑलवेज. इफ़ यू आर, दिस इज़ योर फर्स्ट ईयर ऑफ ऑडिट ना, जो भी अगर कोई भी कंपनी का आपका ये फर्स्ट ईयर है ऑडिटिंग का, तो एंगेजमेंट लेटर इशू करना ही है. इफ़ इट्स अ रिकरिंग ऑडिट मीन्स previous year also you are only the auditor and now also you are continuing with this engagement. Okay, though you must be knowing this, 5 years are allowed for individual auditor and 10 years are allowed for the firm, and after that rotation comes into picture. Means you cannot be the auditor for more than 5 years for individual like proprietors, and the partnership firms cannot be the auditor for more than 10 years. So up to 10 years and up to 5 years it will be your recurring audit if the company approaches you only and appoints you only. तो रिकरिंग ऑडिट है तो आपको एंगेजमेंट लेटर इशू करने की वैसे तो ज़रूरत नहीं होती, बट इन केस ऑफ रिकरिंग ऑडिट ओनली यू गेट द इंडिकेशन that entity misunderstand your objective. They expect something else from you, like they expect you to do some work which should be the responsibility of management and not the auditor. So if there is an indication that entity misunderstand the very objective of audit itself, the objective of audit is to give a reasonable assurance, to form an opinion and not to prepare the financial statement. If this thing happens, you should discuss with the management and issue the new engagement letter on which both the management and auditor will be एग्रीइंग. ओके, तो न्यू एंगेजमेंट लेटर आपको देना है. देन आपका ये कंटिन्यूएशन में है ऑडिट, बट देर इज़ अ चेंज इन. इस पे भी क्वेश्चन आता है. चेंज इन मीन्स फ्रॉम एनी ऑफ द लाइक होल कंसेप्ट पे भी क्वेश्चन आ सकता है, और क्वेश्चन कैन कम इन ओनली दिस पार्ट और दिस रिकरिंग ऑडिट पार्ट. When a new engagement letter shall be issued, usually it comes like that, or if it comes in a case study then they can like take out something from these points, that the management has been changed or the ownership has been changed. So whether it is required to issue the, means I'm just talking very in simple words, those case studies will be little bit complicated, you need to interpret and understand that. Nature or size, if there is a change in laws and regulations, because in the engagement letter itself financial reporting framework is mentioned, so that will change now if laws and regulations change. This FRF, this is also mentioned. If the FRF change, then also new engagement letter and reporting requirement. Because earlier you were the statutory auditor, now you are the, let's say, tax auditor, or you have been appointed for some limited purpose, then this reporting requirement will change. So if there is a change in any one of this, then you will, in case of recurring audit also, you will give the new engagement letter. If it's indication that entity has misunderstood the objective, then you will issue the new engagement letter. And if it's your new audit, then of course you have to issue the new engagement letter. And there the very last part of this essay, what is the content of audit engagement letter. Very small part. Actually this essay is very small and very easy also, those who have understood. I hope you have understood this. If not, now please give the comments. If you want any explanation about this, please put the comment, I will reply you there. And if you understand, as I have already mentioned, please like, share, comment and subscribe. So आपके engagement letter जो आप दो auditor, ये engagement letter, this engagement letter which auditor will give to this management, this company. I'm very bad at drawing. Here is the auditor. So engagement letter आप यहाँ पे दोगे तो उसके what are the content of this engagement. So first you will specify what is the objective and what's going to be the scope of the audit, what are going to be the auditor's responsibilities, what will be the responsibility of auditor's responsibility, then management responsibility. Management responsibility, so you have already known, we have seen in the precondition part itself, unrestricted access and those things, preparation of financial statement as per AFRF, then provide auditor with the all information, additional information, then identification of applicable financial reporting framework. I'm directly using this shortcut because it's too lengthy word and I have already explained it, so I assume that you understand this now. In exam don't mention it like this, at least once you need to write it full, like complete sentence or complete word, and reference to the expected form, और आपका जो layout क्या होगा audit report का, that should also be mentioned, and content of report. आपका ये content of report part है ना, this thing content of report, it is already get covered in essay 200, so there also you will come to know this comes management responsibility, auditor responsibility, these things are going to be repeated there. Okay, so this is all about your essay 210. Okay, I'll put end here. Okay, let's quickly revise and then we will stop from this. Okay, this is also the same thing. I've repeated it or what? Okay, essay 210. So what was the objective? Establish whether preconditions are present and confirm that there is a common understanding between auditor and management. What is preconditions? आपको ये देखना है कि FRF जो यूज़ किया है फॉर प्रिपरेशन इट इज़ एक्सेप्टेबल एंड देर इज़ अ एग्रीमेंट बिटवीन मैनेजमेंट एंड ऑडिटर दैट फॉलोइंग आर द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज ऑफ management, that preparation of financial statement, putting in place the internal control to keep financial statement free from material misstatement, to provide auditor with access to all information. This all information means information which was used for preparation of financial statement, and additional information means which is requested by the auditor. Then unrestricted access to the persons in the entity. Okay, then comes up दिस फैक्टर्स अफेक्टिंग द एंगेजमेंट. अफेक्ट मतलब क्या होता है, आइदर आप लोग उसको एक्सेप्ट करोगे एंगेजमेंट को, या फिर वो एक्सेप्टेड है तो विड्रॉ करोगे, या बिफोर द एक्सेप्टेंस यू विल टेक द डिसीजन ऑफ नॉट एक्सेप्टिंग इट. इफ मैनेजमेंट पुट्स लिमिटेशन ऑन स्कोप, देन this limitation in the opinion of auditor is going to result in disclaimer of opinion, then don't accept. This disclaimer part we will understand in essay 705. ओपिनियन का पार्ट है मतलब ऑफ कोर्स एंड में ही आएगा. दिस 700 सीरीज ऑल्सो द लास्ट सीरीज इन योर स्टैंडर्ड्स. Preconditions not present, very important thing of the audit and precondition, that is that itself is not present. Discuss with management. If they agree, okay. If they don't agree, don't accept. If there is a change in the terms of engagement, change in the terms of engagement होता है and both the management and auditor agree to this change, issue the new engagement letter and continue with the audit. If auditor is unable to continue, unable to agree, then and not permitted by management to continue with the original term, then withdraw. रिजाइन करने के बाद ऑडिटर के कुछ एप्लीकेशंस आते हैं टू रिपोर्ट फ्यू अथॉरिटीज लाइक ROC comes into the picture here, so that auditor shall do. Okay, and auditor shall not accept the change. अगर change हो रहा है terms में engagement की, यहाँ पे ये change जो होने वाला है, that auditor should not accept if management do not provide with the reasonable justification for doing the change, and change is requested is going to result in low level of assurance. I said na, we are already giving the reasonable and not the absolute assurance, and that there also it's going to be the low level of assurance, then not use of doing the audit itself. And when auditor should issue the new engagement, if it's a new audit, first year of audit, you should issue the new engagement. If it's a recurring audit, not necessary to issue it every time, but if there is an indication that entity has misunderstood the objective, then issue the new engagement. And if there is a change in any one of these factors, then issue the new engagement. And here comes your content of audit engagement letter. Very simple. What is objective of audit, what are going to be the auditor's responsibility, what are going to be the management's responsibility, देन आइडेंटिफिकेशन ऑफ AFRF मीन्स कौन सा AFRF एप्लीकेबल है कंपनी को, एप्लीकेबल फाइनेंशियल रिपोर्टिंग फ्रेमवर्क क्या है, एंड रेफरेंस टू द एक्सपेक्टेड फॉर्म कंटेंट मतलब लेआउट कैसा रहेगा, ऑडिट रिपोर्ट कैसा रहेगा. ओके, सो दिस कम्स आउट टू बी द एंड ऑफ दिस. ओके, थैंक यू.